Michael Burry
made his name betting against the housing market.
It took 2 years for the drama to play out, but the subprime mortgage market finally collapsed in 2007, just as he had predicted.
So you made a ton of money.
Much more than I ever imagined, I'd ever have.
So if you dabble in the markets, then at some point in time, you probably came across the name Michael Burry, the money manager made famous by the book and the film The Big Short. Well, this man is in the news right now, and I wish I could say it was for a good reason. Michael Burry recently announced that he's currently holding over $1.6 billion in bearish options against the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. So what does that mean? Well, Michael Burry is betting against essentially the entire US economy in a big way. Because get this, Michael Burry has put 94% of his company's portfolio on the line for this option. This is absolutely insane. And this is honestly maybe a little concerning for anyone that's currently involved in the markets. I think it's the fact that one of the greatest traders of all time is putting essentially all of it on the line for what he believes to be an upcoming crash in the US financial markets. Now, although Michael Burry is known for predicting the housing crash of 2008, he has been wrong on some of his past predictions in more recent years. For example, his bet against Tesla in 2020, which led to the stock continuing to climb over 700% in the coming months, or in February 2021 when he warned his followers that he feared that the market was on the brink of a collapse. Now, although Michael Burry was technically wrong on his time frame for those predictions, his predictions did eventually become true. Tesla ended up tanking over 80% in value in the coming years, as well as the majority of the markets as a whole really stagnating and falling off. So what about this time? What does Michael Burry see that we aren't seeing? I mean, let's be real, guys. It wouldn't be shocking if he did have some behind the scenes information that we don't have that led to this decision. From a quick glance, the world economy isn't in the best shape, that's for sure. And with over 6 countries recently officially entering a recession, whether we want to accept it or not, things are pretty rough in the world. But outside of the world economy, I mean, we have a proxy war going on in Ukraine, but at this point, I think most of the world has forgotten about it. So what is it? What is it that Michael Burry thinks is going to plunge the US markets into despair? Well, there's only one thing I can think of, and it's likely not another pandemic. Alright, maybe it could be, but the more important thing to pay attention to right now is the tensions between the United States and China. They are higher than they've ever been, with China's Minister of Defense just this week in Russia reiterating that playing with fire and attempting to control China with Taiwan will inevitably end in failure for the sake of a safer world. Now, regardless of anyone's stance on Taiwan's independency, the real question is, are we at a boiling point, and are we going to be spilling over here soon? Just recently on August 14th, the United States announced a $345 million military aid package for Taiwan, indicating that the United States still intends to stand by the island if China was to invade. And whether it's true or not still at this point in time, Biden did say that if China was to invade, that United States troops would defend the island.
To be clear, sir, U.S. forces, U.S. men and women would defend Taiwan in the event of a Chinese invasion.
Yes.
So let's be real for a second, guys. At this point, we all need to accept the fact that confrontation will likely inevitably happen, whether in 2025 as U.S. Air Force General Minahan predicts, before the 2024 U.S. presidential election, or who knows, maybe it's in 2030. We cannot predict when an invasion of Taiwan would happen, but if it did happen, I think Michael Burry is in the right position. And of course, what's most concerning outside from the innocent lives which would be lost in such a conflict, it is likely that this would be the catalyst of a third world war. Just this week, the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un has ordered boosting missile production to prepare for, I quote, an offensive war. In recent released photos, Kim held a meeting of the Central Military Commission in the country's capital, Pyongyang, on August 10th, and discussed plans against its enemy, in which Kim pointed to Seoul, the capital of South Korea, and its surrounding areas on a map. So there you have it, guys. Whether we want to accept our reality or not, 3 countries that share borders and have similar ideologies all have been publicly stating time and time again that they are preparing for a possible conflict with the United States and its allies. Again, when that is, nobody knows, but sometimes if you just follow the money, you can get a pretty clear idea as to what some of these investors are thinking and preparing for, such as Warren Buffett, who sold 86% of his shares in global chip giant TSMC, which is based in Taiwan, of course. And going full circle back to our good old friend Michael Burry, we can see he completely liquidated his positions recently in Chinese e-commerce company JD.com and Alibaba Group Holdings, 2 of the most valuable companies in all of China. Now remember, although everything shared in this video has been factual evidence, we don't know for certain that this is why Michael Burry has made the bet of his career. But of course, time will tell, and if you're wondering what you could do to stay ahead of the curve, continue to keep yourself informed just like you're doing with this video. Now I know this was quite a dark video, so let's end things on a lighter note with today's video's sponsor, Shiba Inu. Now I know you guys are thinking, another meme project, but Shiba Inu is not your typical meme project. It's all about optimizing your data to create one-of-a-kind content for your social media pages. When you're sleeping, Shiba Inu is working all day and all night. Alright, that sounded creepy, but let me explain. Shiba Inu finds the best work going on in creative advertising, eating it up and spitting it back out, but better. This is a completely new and revolutionary process, offering self-sufficient marketing capabilities, all powered by AI technology. It'll also monitor and analyze the performance of its own marketing efforts, adjusting strategies to optimize results. Just like out of a page of The Art of War. Great book, by the way. This is all broken down by 5 categories: sentiment analysis, predictive analytics, personalization, natural language processing and imaging, and video recognition. Combine them all together and you have a recipe for success. The Shiba Inu AI dashboard will be a tool that allows users to interact with Shiba Inu's AI technology in real time and monitor its marketing activities. It'll provide users with insight on how Shiba Inu promotes itself across multiple platforms, including social media and online forums. This quarter, we saw the launch of their native token and the start of their token sale event, along with their staking program around the corner. In the last quarter of this year, they will be developing the AI marketing dashboard and integrating machine learning algorithms to analyze successful marketing strategies. All in all, Shiba Inu throws a twist on your traditional meme coin by truly leveraging the power of community, but also the complex world of AI. If you'd like to learn more about Shiba Inu, be sure to check them out with the links in the description. That's all for this video. Until next time, stay beautiful.